All right, guys, so I want to talk to you guys today about something that is dear to my heart, and it's faith versus foolishness. The idea that faith is all we need, or let me say, the idea that only faith is all we need to be able to succeed in life. That is not true. There's a really clear line or distinct line between faith and foolishness. The Bible says that faith without works is dead. However, I want to put a spin on it also and say that faith without works is also foolishness. We cannot believe God for a multi-billion-dollar business or a multi-trillion-dollar business or a multi-million-dollar business, whatever it is that your vision is. You can't believe God for that type of business and not put the work in to be able to actually achieve that type of business. You can't believe God to be a multi-millionaire and not put the work in to understand how to manage money, how to manage your finances, or how to grow wealth. It doesn't work that way. Anytime there is a mention of faith, there has to be a corresponding action. Faith without works is dead. What does this mean? This means that the life force of faith is works. Without works, faith has no life force, because faith without works is dead. And so, what am I trying to say here? As we journey through life, whatever the vision is that God has given us, we can't faith it alone into existence. We cannot faith it alone into existence. There needs to be a backing of works. So faith alone cannot help us, but faith backed by works is how we succeed in business and how we succeed in anything that God has given to us. When you look at the law of this world that we currently live in, there's one law that God has put in place amongst all the other laws that are there, and it's the law or the principle of seed time and harvest time. Like, whatever you put in the ground, you're going to get back. So if you don't put anything in the ground, you're not going to get anything back. So if you don't invest or if you don't put the work in, you're not going to get anything in return. So when we talk about faith, we're talking about works. When we're talking about works, we're talking about wisdom, knowledge, and understanding also. Faith is not the exclusion of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Actually, let me put it this way. You cannot build your business on faith alone. It's impossible. Why? Because the Bible says in Proverbs chapter 24, verse 3 to 4, that through wisdom is a house built. By understanding are the foundations established, and through knowledge are the rooms filled with precious ornaments. And so it requires wisdom to build, not faith alone. So you need that faith to start that business. It requires wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to grow and make it work. So whatever the idea is that you may have or we may have as a Christian community, where we simply believe and it's going to come to pass, that is not true. Now, there are certain things that we can speak into existence, right? We can declare them into existence. You shall decree a thing and it shall be established. It's true. I fully believe that. But a lot of the things that we have to see, we actually have to do them into existence. We can't just speak them into existence. We literally have to do them into existence. And it requires wisdom and knowledge and understanding. So when you read Hebrews chapter 11, Hebrews 11 tells you that through faith, the worlds were formed. God created this world through faith. But that is just like one half of the picture. When you read Proverbs chapter 3, verse 19, the Bible says that the Lord founded the earth through wisdom and established the heavens by understanding. And he broke up the watery depths through knowledge. So Hebrews tells us that God used faith. Proverbs tells us that God used wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. So they're giving us two halves of the picture. We put them both together, we now come to realize that it actually takes faith and wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to be able to build something that is sustainable, something that works, something that thrives. And so I want to speak to business owners out there, people who are believing God for huge breakthroughs in their business, people who actually have had a vision from God, whether God has spoken to you about your business or not, but you have something on your heart that you want to do. My question to you is that where are your works? Are you using just faith, or you're combining your faith with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding? Now, here's something that I want to make clear, and it's really, really interesting. When you read Isaiah chapter 11, I believe from verse number 1 to 5, it talks about the 7 spirits of God. The Spirit of the Lord being one, the Spirit of wisdom, the Spirit of knowledge, Spirit of understanding, Spirit of counsel, Spirit of might, Spirit of the fear of the Lord. 7 spirits of God. Now, 4 out of those 7 spirits have to do with the mind. Spirit of wisdom, Spirit of knowledge, Spirit of understanding, and Spirit of counsel. 4 out of the 7 spirits of God literally have to do with the mind. So God is not the exclusion of knowledge. God is not the exclusion of knowledge. The fact that we have faith does not mean that we should do away with knowledge. And that is what I believe the Achilles heel of Christians are, or Christian businesses are. Because it's like, okay, we have faith to believe and receive, but we don't have the works to show. It doesn't work that way. So here's what I want you to understand. God created the world through faith, wisdom, and knowledge, understanding. Okay? Now, science tells us how the world works. We talk about gravity. We talk about the earth revolves around the sun while it's spinning on its axis. It tells you about, aerodynamics. It gives us all these things that gives us a picture of how our solar system works. That is like advanced science. Like, as you go deeper and deeper into it, that is advanced science. Now, who put those things in place? God. Now, to be able to speak that into existence, you need to have a deep knowledge of science. You need to have a deep skill and understanding of how gravity and all these things work. And so God comes in to say, let there be light. God needed to know that light was the right solution for the darkness. That's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. And so for every business owner out there, you got to put in the work. You got to put the work in. You have to do the research. The Bible says that no one builds a house without first of all counting the cost. The cost is doing the research, gathering information, understanding that information, doing an analysis, and applying wisdom to gain an interpretation that can give you a competitive advantage in the marketplace so that you can actually compete and win in business. So, faith alone cannot build your business. I'm going to say that again. Faith alone cannot build your business. You need wisdom. You need knowledge. You need understanding. You need the skills that are required to actually be able to excel. So I want to challenge you today. Go out there. Do the research that's needed. Acquire the knowledge that's needed. God is not going to bring you your customers. There's something called marketing. Figure out what marketing is and start to apply it in your business. There's something called business strategy. Figure out what that is. How can you apply it in your business? That's knowledge. All these huge companies that we see around that are actually doing things, they're using systems and processes, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to crush it. And it's about time that we as Christian entrepreneurs and believers start to operate that way, to understand that we don't need to choose faith over knowledge, and that we don't need to choose knowledge over faith, but both of them work hand in hand to give us the breakthrough that we are looking for in business. So this is just something from my heart to all of you. I just wanted to let you know this, let you understand this. If you want me to continue doing this, just let me know. I'll try as much as possible to keep putting content out there that speaks to Christian entrepreneurs like yourself. So I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Catch you in the next one. Love you.